Welcome. Join me in stand for the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you again. Welcome to Capital Cinco de Mayo. And don't forget to vote if you live in this municipality where you can. So please vote today. Okay. First thing on the agenda is the payroll for May the 4th, 2014.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The claims from April the 30th, 2015.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And approval of employee benefit fund distribution for April 2015.
Motion to approve employee benefit fund disbursement from April 2015.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. We have a memorandum of lease agreement and signed location lease with Lamar Advertising for the rental of Fort County property. And it says Attorney Todd Reed, but who is here?
I think excuse me, I think I did mention in an email that I wasn't going to be here, but I rearranged some scheduling that allowed my presence. So
Just for
I
us.
can answer any questions that you may have. What's before you is a lease for a sign is contingent upon some zoning that we have to see Mr. Thompson and his group about. That's docketed for your BCA later this month.
Okay, very good. And we appreciate it. We've gone through the lease, we've looked at it, we've made some changes back and forth, I know. The lease is for property that is currently connected to or adjacent to our existing animal shelter. And that's the only thing I don't think we've discussed as a board. I'd like to see the revenue generated from that go to the animal shelter. Is that a possibility that we can do that? Is that agreeable? So, I'd entertain a motion for the lease, be approved contingent on its funding going to the animal shelter. Bob, I'm about to get corrected, I guess.
I have one question. The lease was sent up to me to review. There's a statement in there that says that the board of commissioners on property they own or have control over within 2,000 feet shall not erect another sign. My problem is the word control, because essentially through your boards and commissions, you have control of the land use issues within 2,000 feet of all those properties. So I just want a clarification on that. I mean, I understand ownership totally, it's the word control, because you guys do have the control through your commissions.
Don't think we need the zoning control.
No, Mr. President, if I may, that's standard boilerplate language for Lamar, basically on any property owner, whether it be public or private. We want, obviously, the visibility. Visibility of outdoor advertising is critical. It generates the revenue. If it's blocked and a client's on there and something is blocking the view, that impairs it. So that's standard distance that Lamar has put in all of their leases throughout the United States. So, and again, that's something that if Todd and the commission want to amend, we can do that.
We can state for the record that control means ownership rather than zoning.
Right.
Control, if you want to do it that way, or we can.
Can we amend the lease to say control means ownership? Does that tell us the problem now?
I think so. I mean, I did see some other leases, and I saw his boilerplate language and everything like that, but I mean, that was dealing with private property owners versus the government. So I just wanted to check.
So we can work to amend the lease to say, define what control is.
I have no problem with that.
So then we can, amendment to the motion to made, do we have a second? Second. And all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. There's three. Very good. Thanks so much. Thanks for your cooperation. And it's worth mentioning again how many billboards come down because this billboard is going up. What is it, four stationary static
Porter County has a really significant number of seniors and disabled adults that have intentionally moved here, I've discovered through my practice, because of the wonderful services we have, Opportunity Enterprises, Border Star, and many other agencies, not to mention nursing homes. But a lot of these folks don't have family involved in their loved ones' lives anymore, and there's an increasing frequency where there's a need for guardianship. Those on Medicaid, and many of the people in nursing homes are OE or Border Star are on Medicaid. The Medicaid statute only authorizes $35 a month in guardianship, and consequently, there's not been a viable ability to have an agency look at this and think this can be done and make it work. There was an entity in Lake County called Northwest Indiana Adult Guardianship Services Program. It was intended to become regional and cover our county. It dissolved last year, thus leaving the opportunity for Porter County to create its own. And the Indiana Supreme Court has created a fund, a program of volunteer advocates for seniors or incapacitated adults, DASH is the acronym. And just within the last couple of days, they've increased the grant from the state from $500,000 to $1 million for the whole state, and changed the matching fund requirement. Well, I've served as guardian for several people, as have other attorneys and others in the county over the years, but there's a need for continuity in an institutional-based guardianship program, so that when I can't do it any longer, no longer living, there isn't this crisis of who's going to pick up the ball. That's the idea of an institutional guardianship program. The Family and Youth Services Bureau has agreed to be the administrating agency. They've asked me to make the presentation, but realizing how generous we've been with them, they didn't want to be coming to the well again, so I'm kind of speaking to the need on their behalf, if you will. But they're willing to be the host agency and provide in-kind monies through states, utilities, et cetera, $10,000. The grant total is just under $70,000. The state would provide half, leaving the need for matching monies from the county of a little under $25,000. And I just got emails changing the grant request that I passed out, that I provided to you. That changed the matching requirement and indicated the increased amount. And tomorrow there's a conference call statewide for programs wanting to apply to help people understand the new context. The deadline to submit a grant is June 6th, I believe. And the executive board of the Family and Service Bureau has okayed this, and they're willing to become involved. You've seen there's letters of support showing the need from Border Star and Opportunity Enterprises, as well as the two magistrates who handle all the guardianships in Porter County. Many years ago, when I was more familiar with the United Way needs assessment work, they identified this as a need. The challenge has been no agency could see it being viable at $35 a month per person in need. So this is the time when finally we can foresee a viable, sustainable program. And the model would have volunteers under the direction of one paid staff person serving as guardians, hopefully retired nurses, doctors, hopefully get the law school clinic involved, lawyers, to consult on the more complicated cases. That maybe volunteers take on one or two cases where they can really intensely provide the services that in some of these cases are needed, and know that when one person leaves, moves, there's still a guardian in place. Historically, we've had challenges with people who have been guardian on an ad hoc basis, then moving or passing away, and things are left in the lurch with some potential tragic consequences. And we've got the opportunity, I think, to address this in a meaningful, sustainable way. And I thought the Family and Youth Services Bureau was the appropriate agency because they oversee the CASA program, where volunteers are appointed to represent the needs of children who have been removed from their homes due to abuse and neglect. So there's a real overlap in training and potentially in volunteers. And I've said enough. You've got to answer any questions or questions.
Yeah, would this be a yearly grant?
Potentially, but the amendments that they just announced last week have indicated that the matching money from the county need not be from the county government, whereas the first, the grant requirement requirements until this recent amendment, which has just been within the last week, indicated that the matching monies had to come from the county itself. So there's other supporters of the concept privately and otherwise, perhaps the community foundation, and just it opens up a realm of potential support beyond the taxpayer dollars. Can't promise that will happen, but I would envision that happening. Plus, some of the people that need guardians have money initially, and you can petition for fees from the court to help fund the program. But most, if they've been on guardianship for a length of time, end up being on Medicaid, and then you're down to $35 a month, which is just not sustainable. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, obviously, we're surviving a lot of fiscal issues out here this year, and we're trying to figure out,
Would it be too much to ask if you could maybe shop around a little bit and see if the Make United Way that you mentioned, and the Community Foundation, or any others would be interested in participating? I think it's a wonderful idea, and I think it's a much needed venue to enter for the county. And I think we can look around and see if we can find some funds as well, but we sure would like to have participation from the
I would be delighted to approach appropriate agencies. We didn't know we could until this last week, so I don't know if we're gonna get it done before the June 6th deadline, but absolutely after that, I think we need to do that.
We meet again on the 19th. Is that Tuesday? If you could come back, then we could maybe make your deadline, if you've got the other, got some other monies in hand, we could see what we could rustle up, and if you would give us a heads up by email or something, a few days before, so we know the exact dollar amount we would be talking about.
Sure will.
We could take under advisement, and then look out at the next meeting.
Great. Be glad to.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, John, I have a couple other questions. The money, what will it be used for? Will it be used for additional staff? What's the whole purpose of how the guardianship program is gonna work?
I'm somewhat familiar with the Michigan guardianship program, where every guardian is paid full salary, which I just don't think is sustainable without to responsibly address the needs. So this would be one paid person responsible for supervising, overseeing, and coordinating staffing, facilitating meetings, but that all the people who are hands-on are volunteers. Hopefully with it, and there's a certification for guardians that involves training that we think is going to be provided by the state Supreme Court through their money, so that it wouldn't. But we want trained people, committed people who aren't spread too thin. And I don't think you can responsibly take on. Frankly, my own experience would be more than 5 becomes just unsustainable to really address the needs of some of these folks on a regular basis.
So they would become an employee of the Family Youth Service?
The one person would be an employee of the Family Youth Services Bureau, everyone else would be a volunteer, so that the Youth Services Bureau money would be staffing, benefit package that they have to provide employees, space they're going to donate, filing cabinets, that sort of thing. And I think because it is linked supposedly to the concept of the CASA program, they can merge support staff quite seamlessly. That's what I would be hoping. I'm not an employee of the Youth Services Bureau, but I appreciate
Yeah, I was just wanting to know if it was gonna be a county employee, that's where I was going.
I don't envision that, no, they don't either, unless you prefer that.
No. That I can. And then, what are your projections on how many people do you think this will be serving, for like a year basis?
They've been asking that in the context of the grant request, and the director of the Youth Service Bureau and I have had some email exchanges, and I've said, frankly, it's really hard to get a handle on that, because we can go to the court and find out the number of existing guardianships, but that doesn't address the pent-up need. And we can probably do some surveys of population by age and contact OE regarding their population base and Border Star, but it's just hard because right now there's a lot of people that need a guardian, and there's just nothing there, and so it's not people aren't reaching out except in real crises, and that's typically how I've gotten involved personally. And I'm just persuaded that the need far exceeds the existing guardianships.
Just a thought.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Any other questions? We'll take this up again on the 19th, and let us know how much.
I've got some work to do.
We appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking this on. We have a request to receive bids for HVAC equipment replacement project for 2015 for the courthouse, this building, the administration building, and the jail. And Mike Jabel contacted us this morning and said he was not going to be able to be here because of emergency, and he asked us if we would go ahead with the proposal. So I don't see any problem with it. He's going to do what he usually does and take the bids that need to be done for the replacement as scheduled on this building for the HVAC. Is there a motion? Motion to proceed with bids for HVAC improvements for the administration building, the courthouse, and the jail. Motion.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor, by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay. Mike Anton, Insurance, Medicare, Care Management Services.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Okay, Michael, how are you?
Good. We came before you today to ask for approval of two contracts that have been presented for your review. Craig Scott wasn't able to be with us today because of a conflict, so I'll do the presentation on the RX contract that's currently presented by Magellan. Simply, this contract was, in its terms, were compared to the expiring contract and the proposed contract by Caremark, and reviewed against a few other pharmacy benefit manager contracts, and analysis based on 2014-15 experience would indicate that the experience continued in the same manner, that in terms of this contract, would save the county approximately $300,000. So all the outlets for drugs within our county are still available. There's no change in that.
Legal drugs.
Legal drugs. And the only other thing I would comment about this recommended change is that a number of years ago, we made a change in pharmacy benefit managers, and as the Commissioner surely remembers, I commented that it would be a seamless change. I'm not going to make that comment on this particular change, but I will say that we will deal with any disruption that occurs. Anybody that notifies us of a disruption, we'll certainly step right in and resolve that. So, without any further ado, I ask that you approve the Magellan contract to provide pharmacy benefit manager services to the county. And also with that just simply comes a HIPAA business associate amendment that they become a business associate to the county in terms of HIPAA and PHI, protected health information, and that's just a formalization of the relationship between the two.
Understand. We have had the executive session in this matter, and we've gone over the contracts quite extensively, and to save over $300,000 is really something that we're really looking forward to. So I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
I would just like to iterate that we did meet in executive session, as the President said, was for about 2 hours. It was a pretty lengthy discussion. Obviously, it's a lot of details, and I want to thank Anton and the other commissioners for having that. It was very helpful for me to get me up to speed, and I just wanted to enter that into the record.
Thank you.
Commissioner Shizzy, the other aspect of
We have a motion. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay.
the other aspect of that meeting was the Medicare claim service agreement and care management service agreement, which you have that.
the first year we did it, where 12 people showed up. So we created incentives, we've done everything we know possible to get people to come to these wellness programs, because it's for their own benefit. And if we can increase the ability of someone to take care of their own health, it decreases the cost of our insurance. It's simple math. And we keep offering and no one keeps taking us up. So from here on, what we're going to do with the imposition of this program is that we're going to make it cost the employee. If you participate in the wellness program, you will have a lower deductible than if you don't. If you don't participate in the program, the wellness program, you're going to pay about 3 times more than anyone else for your deductible on your insurance. We have to have buy-in from our employees to make this work, and this is the way we're going to get it. I'm sorry, that's the way it's going to happen. Okay? Anybody else want to talk about that?
And we unanimously, when we talked about it, it was something that we felt very strong about, so.
I mean, people come, they show up for the smoking cessation, and they sit there and eat their free meal for lunch, and then they turn around and go out and have a cigarette. So, these are the behaviors we're going to correct. So, okay, so do we have a motion? I'll make a motion. And a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Very good, thank you very much. Okay, office holders department, Chair Lippens, ITS Director, Adam Rutherford, copy of purchase and maintenance agreement for the clerk's office and the prosecutor's child support division. And Sharon is one of those employees that participates in the wellness program. I think so.
We have 2 departments today that are going to be upgrading their copy machines. We have the clerk's office, which is the actual second floor of the courthouse as the part-time station, and the child support prosecutor's office that is located at the clerk's office. And both machines have been evaluated and
Questions?
Oh, yeah, I think a handful.
Yeah.
We're placing out the master agreement.
Yeah. And when they make the application, they apply to Sharon, she evaluates their needs, and they get 1 of 3 units available.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion. Second. And a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Carries. That was for votes, yeah. Lori Daly, Expo Director.
then the maintenance
Oh,
agreement.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. All of the purchase, and the purchase comes out of the commissioner's fund, and the maintenance comes out of the department.
Yeah, part of it. Okay, and Lori Daly, Expo Director, estimate to repair parking light poles.
Not me.
This was an accident over the winter in a snow plowing type situation. And you got 3 bids, did you? And what's your recommendation?
My recommendation is Circle R, they are really expensive and,
Question? Your motion?
So moved.
Motion is second, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
The lights turn.
Okay, let's see. Reports. Reports from commissioners. The Center District is everything.
Okay, LPA vouchers 39, 40, 41, and 42 in the amounts of $25,330.50, $11,484 even, $4,275.69, and $302.10 for smoke in division and Smoke Road intersection improvement projects. Recommend approval.
Motion is second, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, correspondence. We have Weights and Measures monthly report, March
bridge is a long-term project that we just had delivered during the winter. The 1864 Lindy cabin, we're actually work in progress, and we've moved pretty far along using volunteer labor and donations to the businesses, individuals, and the lease of the sawmill, or the loan of the sawmill. So far it's up. The 1898 Collier Lodge is the keystone of our park, and it's a big project from the cabin and so we're looking forward to the planning grant, and we have the grant writer, she can explain.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Tina Rogers, and I'm president of Kerner Rivera. It's a sustainable development consultancy based here in Porter County. And I'm working with Kankakee Valley Historical Society to help them apply for a grant through the State of Indiana Office of Community and Rural Affairs. The Porter County Commissioners is the elected official body that serves as the conduit for those state funds, and that's why we're here today, because we are seeking your assistance and approval to move forward with first procuring my services so that I can formally assist them in writing the grant to the OPRA program, and then should it be awarded, which we feel that it would be, we would be working together for the administration of that grant. The grant that we're seeking is to address the historic building itself. So we're going after a planning grant that is essentially the historic preservation feasibility study. That will give us the architectural plan and design that we then would go after construction funds for to actually do the physical restoration. So the first step is the planning grant, and through the OPRA program, their maximum amount of award is $15,000. That covers 90% of the project cost. The Kankakee Valley Historical Society will be putting up the 10% local match, so we're not here to ask for any financial support in this process. We just need, we're just asking to work directly with you to write the grant and then administer it should it be awarded. So that's where we're at today.
Great. I think you do a fine job down there. I follow the newspaper articles all the time, and it's always interesting to see. And then the occasions that I do get down there looking around, it's pretty nifty. And you hit all the buttons for the grant, because the only thing we don't do is administer it. So as long as you're doing that, I don't have a problem. Some questions?
What are our responsibilities?
We're the county.
Yeah, essentially there will be documents that will need commissioner sign off on. During the grant process, we will have to procure the grant administration services, we'll have to procure the architectural services. So those things would request, putting an advertisement into the paper. These are all things I can assist with, but actually executing those, working through your office to be able to publish that kind of documentation. But most of the paperwork I would help prepare. It's just knowing who would be the contact person within your body to work with.
Mostly when we do these, we simply have the county commission to strive for that work, and usually give you to our legal secretary.
Yes, it's a wonderful project. Just want to make sure I have my head wrapped around what we need from us.
Yeah. And we'll lay out a process with a timeline, so it'll be very clear to yourselves and staff on how we're proceeding together. And it'll be very clear in terms of where we need to engage. Mainly it'll be around some public hearings, the procurement process, and then execution of, submitting the grant, and then if we're awarded, executing the grant agreement.
Questions?
Yeah, I would like to comment that I think you hired the right person here with Tina. I worked with Tina when I was on the RDA,
think you need to understand this, they listened to the tapes of that meeting to look at all the concerns, that everyone had, and they addressed the ordinance, and they took out things that we all agreed didn't need to be in there. Then after we wrote the draft, then we submitted it to, Dr. McAfee, which I appreciate all his help, and we had him look at it. He had a meeting with a lot of people that remonstrated against it prior to this, and I don't want to speak on behalf of him, he's sitting behind me, but, he let me know that they were agreement of the ordinance. Things that were taken out and, some of the things that we added. So, I mean, the only other thing I want to say is from my experience in law enforcement, I always think that we need the ordinance because we need to have a contract prepared for the rest of the county. Because we do provide the services for animal control, and I think for some reason certain things weren't done before, and we need to get this ordinance, so then we can go to the respective municipalities and towns that get our services and have been getting our services for several years and have not been paying for it. So now I think, if we can get this ordinance passed, then we can go to the second step is to get the contract written for the municipalities to look at, and we can go on. And I think, again, I want to thank Betty. They spent a lot of time going over this. We took all of their concerns very, very seriously. I think they had some legitimate concerns, and I think we eliminated those. And I guess what I wanted to say is that I think from my law enforcement career, we also go we do have we have state statutes that we always can fall back on. So if someone was misusing or mistreating animals or hurting them to the point of where it's a public nuisance, then I think we have state statutes that we can go to without having to write up ordinances. And that's kind of been my position, is to make it simple, streamline it, and then let us provide a service to the public. And I think our animal control people do a great job, and they've been doing a really good job without an ordinance, without a contract. So I think it works. So I would like to again thank Dr. McAfee for really helping us out and to act as a buffer for this ordinance to the other entities that we follow.
Good, okay. So the way this works is, in order for this ordinance to become law, we will have a public hearing and let people speak for and against it. If there's questions raised that the sheriff or the animal control can answer, we'll go through them. We'll give everybody an opportunity that wants to say anything in favor of the ordinance, and we'll give everybody an opportunity that wants to say anything in opposition to it. If you're going to go on for too long, we're going to limit the time. We'll start with, say, 5 minutes and ignore either side for 5 minutes. Anyone who wishes to speak in opposition to this ordinance, I'm going to make this announcement 3 times, and then we'll go to the other side. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this ordinance? Third and final time for anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this ordinance. Okay. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance? Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this ordinance?
I'd like to say that I think it's a good compromise from what we had before, and now it gives us the animal control officers the means to do our job and enforce the laws that we need to, while still respecting the views of the breeders and kennel club members.
Dr. McAfee, would you like to make any comments? I know you worked behind the scenes quite hard.
I'm just proud of due process. I'm proud that, real proud of all the, as you said, factions and groups were able to get together and come up with good.
We helped, your facilitation helped an awful lot in this matter. We appreciate you guys. Last time, anyone wishing to speak in favor? Go ahead.
As the interim shelter director, I do believe the ordinance
Anyone else? Last time. Going, public hearing is closed. Questions from the commissioners? None? Good motion?
So moved.
Motion and a second, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries on first reading. We will require a second reading, we'll do that at our next meeting on May 19th. The reason that we can't suspend the rules of it right now is because it involves collection of fees. And anytime there's collection of fees, we cannot suspend. So we'll do that on November 2nd. And at that time, we'll give it a number too. Okay, thank you all very much. Thank you for the hard work.
Thank you.
I'm glad I don't have to say you felt my dog. Anyone wish to address this body? Anybody, public comment portion, anybody wants to say anything? I do have one announcement, and that is with regret, we announced the death of Del Crandall, who was a member of the Porter County Airport Authority, and we will let the public know that if you're interested in that appointment, you should make application for it. The application forms are available here at the Commissioner's office, and they're also available online, and we'll appoint that replacement for the future. Okay, anybody else? No? Okay, let's go right to the Plan Commission then. We have a petition for the Porter County Plan Commission for an amendment to ordinance number 0705, chapter 5, zoning district development standards, section 5.48, permitted signs, and this is second reading.
Correct, this is,
I like it. Jerry, aye.
This is second reading for the ordinance, and for the last meeting, I did add the institutional zoning district to the ordinance that was brought down to Michelle.
Questions?
Motion to approve the new ordinance.
Motion to approve on second reading, is there a second?
Do we have a
Second.
number?
15-05 on second reading. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose same sign. Motion carries. That's it.